Yo, every Wednesday night, you better tune in tight at 7 p.m. CST. We bring in that insight. Halas Hall Report, best podcast in the game. Stats and facts, you'll remember the name. Host Ken Dub got the knowledge on lock. Co-host Woody the Bear fan, talking all that talk. 3 Bear fans chilling, opinions on the side. We're here for the love, riding that Bear pride. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the skies. Lions think they're fierce with Dan Campbell's call, but all that greed ain't gonna help them at all. Same old story, we know how it goes. They just can't compete, everybody knows. Minnesota Vikings always talking smack, but when it's game day, they ain't got the knack. Sitting on the couch while we're making a stand. Over here in Chi-Town, we're the best in the land. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the skies. Packer fans yell blow pack blow, but can't see the truth. We're stealing the show. Rivalry heated, but we stay real cool. Halas Hall Report, yeah, that's the rule. With every episode, we build that hype. Stats and team news, we got the right type. Fan base strong, we ain't looking back. 2025, it's a win and attack. So gather round fans, put your hands in the air. Every Wednesday night, we're breathing that bear. Join the revolution, watch the magic unfold. Halas Hall Report, we're breaking the mold. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the sky. So mark your calendars, don't miss a beat. Every Wednesday night, Halas Hall can't be beat. Stats, facts, team news on deck. Halas Hall Report, what did you expect? 2025, the Bears are here to stay. Blue and orange in the north, leading the way.
Good morning. It's a game day morning. Good morning. Welcome to Halas Hall Report. Of course, I've got Bear fan Dan here this morning. Good morning, Dan.
Morning, Ken.
How are you doing today?
All right, not too bad. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm back after 2 weeks of vacation, going to Alaska, seeing all the whales and the glaciers and the eagles and the porcupines, and it was a lot. It's a lot. Salmon going upstream. Drinking my Canadian coffee I bought in Canada. We invaded Canada twice, went to the Yukon. But, no, good trip. Just didn't really see any football. I was expecting to see some football on the boat. They didn't have it. And, of course, the time delay. Oh, my God. So, 3 hours behind Central. So the game, the noon game is actually, 9 a.m.? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were off the boat, doing excursions. So I was like, okay. It was a little that's going to be the question today.
I don't know. Looking at that injury report, look good.
Real quick, what is the injury report looking like today, Dan? I know the only thing I saw when I was gone, Jalen Johnson's he's on IR, out for the year for the it's gonna needs surgery for the groin muscle or something like that. What else we got going on?
Kieran is out for the day. So is T.J. Edwards, Kyler Gordon, Jalen Jones is out also. Questionable is DeMarco Jackson and DeAndre Swift. Grady Jarrett and Jahade Walker are going to play.
So Spider-Man is still out? Jeez. Yeah, the defense, man, I'll tell you what. So I missed the game. Well, I remember I got on the show last week because we were in Alaska. And we were about to go. That was the day we went to the Yukon. We went up to Canada. And I had no signal because you go up through the pass and you get into Canada. Like, dude, you're literally cut off from everything. There's not even cell phone signal, right? We finally get back near the town where we're having a salmon bake, which, oh my God, was so good. And I finally catch a signal. I saw the score and I was like, what the heck? Now, the funny part is my the bus driver we had, our tour guide, she was also a Bears fan. So I get off the bus. I get Bleacher Report open, see the score. I'm like, oh, and she's like, well, I'm like, you're not going to like this. And I told her the score, and she was like, oh, my God. And then finally later I got to see highlights. But this defense, man, it's like, I'm sorry, giving up 28 points in the first half. I mean, even if we'll just say let's say that wasn't they get the call right and was 21. Dude, we used to give up 21 in a game. What is with this defense this year? Like, I know we've got some injuries, obviously, in the secondary. What is with this defense? Week 1, the defense fell apart in that Vikings game. From what I could tell last week, the offense was okay, but the defense was terrible.
Right. Horrible.
I mean,
Deron Bland is out for the Cowboys.
I mean, look, I think Rome might have a big game today. I think maybe we finally get Colston Loveland into the game plan because I saw he had 0 catches last week. What the hell? Before the season, I'm starting thinking we got Loveland, we got Komet. We got 2 really good weapons at tight end. We should be using them a lot. And Ben Johnson loves to use his tight ends. I think between the 2 of them, what do they have? Like maybe in the first 2 games, 4 catches combined?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, really? I mean, I don't get. Oh, here he is at the tailgate with Mike. Look, Mike's actually on the show, not hiding, drinking a Stella.
Listen, I want to tell you, Ken, Dan, thank you very much for covering for my ad today. I just want to take a little filming of the tailgate. Then in about a couple minutes, we're going to come on and give our predictions. Sound good?
Yep.
I know it sounds good, but here we are, baby. We are here. I am drunk as a fucking skunk already. It's only 11 o'clock.
So this is normal Sunday then.
What's that? A lot of Cowboy fans there that they already heard from me. You know that. But I just want to let you know we'll be on in a couple minutes. Let you guys talk. Give you our prediction. I'll see you soon, bud.
Have fun.
So it's a normal Sunday for him. It's 11 a.m. and he's already drunk.
He's not laying on his bed as usual.
So, yeah, I mean, the defense, man, the defense. The offense, look at, I expected week 1, wasn't terrible. Ups and downs offensively, right? I kind of expected that. Week 1, year 1, new system, a lot of new things going on. The offense, from what I could tell last week, stat line, and from what, like I said, some of the highlights I did see, looks like the offense is progressing, right? They progressed a little last week, but why are we not using a tight end more? Great to see the emergence of DJ of Rome last week. He's got a plethora of weapons. Okay, great. I didn't see the game enough to see how many offensive line penalties, but I heard that was an issue again last week. Was that true, Dan?
Yeah, Darnell Wright, I believe, what's his name, had a couple too. Again,
so funny thing, Darnell Wright, I think, has had more penalty flags in the first 2 weeks than he had in his first 2 years.
Right.
So I mean, learning steps. I'm taking that in stride with the offense. Defensively, though, my expectations were much higher. You had a large returning core. You're not really changing scheme in terms of 4-3-3-4 kind of thing. Yes, you are changing scheme, but you're in the same base. And you had a lot of returning veterans, good veterans. You beefed up the line with Grady Jarrett. Dio in week 1 looked good. I don't know how he looked last week because I didn't really see. But you made some moves. I expected a lot more out of the defense than what we've seen in the first 2 weeks so far.
I'm looking it up here quickly.
All right.
Brisker was our main guy last week.
And I am happy to see Brisker back and playing. That's good. But where the hell is this defense? Where's this Allen defense? Was supposed to be so good. I mean, look at one of the key points about that made the Ben Johnson hire good for me was, okay, you went and got an offensive minded head coach. Great. Go get a good defensive coordinator. Allen is that. from what from what he did in NOLA, people would say, yeah, he's a good defensive coordinator. Okay, where is it?
Right. It's not like he doesn't have good, we don't have, good guys out there, that can play. I mean, now, I think it was stupid last week is they put Jalen Johnson and TJ Edwards in the game last week. Jalen Johnson got knocked out in the second quarter. See you later. TJ Edwards, who knows if he's going to be back this year already.
What is Edwards' injury?
I think it's
a
hamstring. I think it's the same injury he had previously. They both re-injured their previous injuries. Let's see here.
I love when we get all the non-Bears fans on the Bears show in the morning. Gotta love it. We need to do something with this defense, point blank. I'm a little more willing for the wait and see kind of thing, right? Year one of new systems. I'm not mad at polls at this point. Injuries are injuries. I mean, it's not like he signed guys and they ended up being injured week one, right? These are guys who've been here for a minute that we know are good that are injured. But draft picks aren't playing, right? Two of them were healthy scratches last week.
Right.
Where's Trapio in the mix? Where are these guys? I mean, Luther Burden the third. I haven't really heard or seen much of him. Colston, like I said, 91 target last week. 1 target is what I saw on the stat line. That's it. These guys should be impact guys, right? Luther and Colston should be impact guys. I'm not mad. I'm not in that whole fire polls camp thing that some people have already started week 3 or after week 2. He's hit a lot more than he's missed on draft picks. I think he got it right with Caleb. I think he got it right with the offensive line this year with the additions he made. Remember, he drafted Darnell Wright. He drafted draft Braxton Jones. Yes, he did. I think he's gotten it right. Injuries fuck up every plan. Okay. Thank you, Jonathan. We know you don't like the Bears.
Hey, Jonathan, good luck with what do you got? Carson Wentz and Desmond Ritter as your quarterbacks now since JJ's out. And you got Cam Akers back for the 3rd time? Good luck against Cincinnati.
Yeah, let me remind Vikings fans that Rob, week 1, I was on the Vikings back chat, Valhalla Hours back chat, and in the first quarter of week 1, Haspel's and a lot of the Vikings fans, this season's over, it's done, we're cooked. Wait till next year. So, okay, what are they 1-1 right now? Didn't they lose last week? So, yeah,
they didn't score a touchdown last week, and plus McCarthy's out. 3
already. Yeah,
maybe till week 6, maybe.
There are a lot of injuries in the league. Aren't there a couple backup quarterbacks starting this week as I'm catching back up?
Cincinnati's got their backup.
Burrow's out. Jaden Daniels is out today.
Mariota's playing that game, I think.
Jeez.
And is it? I can't think of who's starting for the Bengals today.
Craziness. I saw White got signed. He was, cut by the Bills. He got signed by someone. I saw little bits and pieces, right? And it's like, okay, and then back to the Cruise. Man, but for the Bears, man, I don't know. Today, I expect to see more out of the defense, Dan. That's what I'm looking for. I have to see a lot more out of this defense.
What's his name? Still don't know if Diggs is going to play in the game today. They might be out with their 2 cornerbacks in this game. I mean, Bland is already out for the game.
Defensively, I'm not as worried about that. As far as the Cowboys are concerned, I'm not worried about their defense as much. I think for the offense, I want to see. Look, we got weapons. I don't care what corners you have. We have 2 really good tight ends. We need to start using them. We have a multitude of really good receivers. We need to start. We spread the ball pretty decently with them, right? You got DJ. You've got Rome. We've got some Duvernay can get in the mix. I mean, we've got some guys. For me, today's all about how the defense performs. Like if the defense performs well, I think the offense will be fine, and we win this game. But if the defense comes out and gives up ground game, gives up passing yards to Dak, and it's like a shootout,
Right.
I don't know. Oh, they're in a car now. Wait a minute.
It's too loud here. Yeah, it's too fucking loud here. I just want to say that I never cursed, so go fuck yourselves.
Why aren't you in the van? I thought you guys were going to be in Billy's van.
Dude, that's where the speakers are.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's not happening. So we're sitting in Mike's car. So, hey, what's the topic?
We're talking about how bad the defense is.
Holy fuck! Yes, wow. Yeah, 52 point. Yeah, no, it's. I was talking about this the other day. I'm like, Dennis Allen, one of the best defensive coordinators out there. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, Woody, I was saying, like, with the offense, I was like, okay, it's going to be a new bunch of things. It might take a couple weeks, but part of the reason I was happy we got Ben Johnson is we got a good defensive coordinator to go with the offensive mind. And then we start the season, and it's like, well, the offense is improving, but where the fuck is the defense?
And I have no idea. It's just like the first week, for example. It's like Mike would say this last year that the Bears wouldn't make any halftime adjustments. Never. Seems like the first week against Minnesota, Minnesota made halftime adjustments. It just took them a quarter to get it, and they beat us. Last week, I can't explain it. It just, I guess Campbell wanted it more than Johnson, and Williams is playing like I don't know how to say this, like a losing quarterback would. I give him a couple more weeks. If he's not there, man, we're looking for another quarterback. That's just me.
I mean, offensively, I'm willing to give a little bit more. Defensively, not so much, because like you said, Allen, what the hell? And I get that we have injuries. I get the injuries. Jalen Johnson's out. Spider-Man is still out. Yeah. I mean, the safety room's okay. The corner room seems decimated. The linebacking core's got injuries. But where's the pressure on the offensive line? Like, we bring in Garrett. Dio in week 1 looks pretty good. I don't know how he looked last week because I didn't see the game. But, like, we're obviously not pressuring the quarterback enough if they're putting up 52 points on us.
It's not just 52 points. I gave right when Jalen Johnson was out an A+ that week for covering Justin Jefferson. Last week, without Jalen Johnson, giving up not just 50-something points, but over 500 yards. Like I heard the announcer say, "Oh, where's the offense? Where's the offense?" Yeah, we scored 20-something points, but we gave up 50-something points and 500 yards. That's what needs to be adjusted.
And the last time the Bears gave up 50 points is when I was at the fucking game. The Eagles beat us 55-10. So yeah, it's not Bears' fault football to be giving up 55 points. But the main part of this defense is fucking up. Is Stevenson's fucking up, dude. I don't know if you've seen it. I know I've seen it. He's messing up. I mean, right? Yeah, he's covering up for Jalen Johnson. Terrell Smith out for the year. He had that pick 6 on the first week against Minnesota. I mean, I'm surprised Poles isn't going out and trying to get a cornerback or a DB to cover for Jalen Johnson being out for the year, and with Stevenson fucking up. So, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Jonathan, says, okay, defensive schemes take years to learn, but I would agree with Woody. Give him 4 weeks. I mean, the thing is, though, the base defense is the same. Right? We didn't change our base defense, so that should have accelerated the learning curve. And we have a bunch of vets. It's not like it's a bunch of rookies. These guys should be able to adapt at this point. The fact that the Bears' defense is not adapted, the play calling has not been on point yet. cause for concern to give him 4 weeks. Like, look, I figured there'd be a progression with this Bears team from week 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, then the bye week, and then they should be off and running, right? So somehow, by some miracle, if we can end up being 2-2 by the bye, we're still okay in my book. That would be considered success for me. If we're 1-3, not quite successful, but not end of the world either. If we're 0-4 and we come out of the bye week and we're still not playing good, then I'm going to have a lot of more concerns about partially personnel, but partially coaching.
And it's funny, Ken, a couple of weeks ago or beginning of the season, me and you were not arguing, but we're agreeing with each other with the bye week being too early. We might fucking need it at week 5.
Yeah. It's looking good now, Woody, right? It's funny how it looks good all of a sudden with the way the season has started.
Right.
I mean,
it starts with today. You need a win today. You absolutely do need a win today. Now, with CeeDee Lamb and Pickens out there, they're going to be worried about that. So I'm thinking Ferguson, tight end for Dallas, is going to have a big game because, those linebackers and stuff like that. Obviously, TJ Edwards out, so we are going to have Sewell, and I'd like to see what Hippolyte does. But the offense, for the Cowboys, it's not too shabby, even though they need 5 weeks to beat 5 quarters to beat the Giants last week. So it's going to be a tough game, but it starts this week.
I have been happy defensively. If there's anything I can be happy about, I'm happy Sewell is playing well.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't have to cover a running back going into the end zone. Absolutely.
On the fly route.
On the fly route, yeah.
But I mean, overall, though, he's been playing pretty well. It's like, okay, this is the guy we drafted. He's fine playing after 2 years of really not playing. That's been kind of nice to see a little bit of. But defensively, man, we got to do a lot more. Man, and it's like, and offensively, I was saying this to people while you guys were still drinking some beers.
We are?
I'm not
you were.
I'm drinking water. We're drinking water. I ain't drinking all day. So,
it's like, what the hell between Loveland and Kmet? They have 4 receptions between the two of them in 2 weeks? What the hell? I mean, like before the season, we were saying Ben Johnson loves 2 tight end sets. Okay, great. And then we get Colson Loveland, who everyone's like, oh, this guy's going to be a massive impact tight end. And you've already got a beast in Cole Kmet. So we know he's a beast when they use him. And yet we're not using either of them.
Well, Ken, when you're on your cruise, Dan, you still have that stat that I told you to share on Wednesday's show? Do you still have it? I'd like Ken to see it in person.
Yeah.
If you can get it. Look at that, dude. Look at that.
Yeah.
The offense is a lot different. We go shotgun a lot, and I don't know if you guys see it, but last week Caleb Williams did a lot of checkdowns. I don't know if it's because the receivers aren't getting open or what.
Well, that's
he's
why
definitely releasing the ball faster. He's got the check down, but we need to get the open receiver.
What I don't understand is now this is our 3rd head coach. I'm just going to go back 3 head coaches, and none of these head coaches have used the tight end, like that stat we just saw that you threw up. Like, why aren't we using? We got 2 really good tight ends. And Ben Johnson's a tight end coach. He likes to use tight ends. And yet, is it like a curse in Chicago that if you're a tight end, we're just not going to throw the ball to you unless your name is Greg Olsen? Greg Olsen's the last tight end we actually used in this league. Every other tight end we've had, a gadget play here, a gadget play there. But Greg Olsen was literally the last tight end we featured in offense. And what happened when we featured him? The Bears' offenses were actually pretty decent. Cutler had his best season in a year with Adam Gase. Why the hell now, when we have 2 really good tight ends, are we not using them?
See, the thing, I know Ben Johnson is going to make the, probably, offensive plays and stuff like that. And I give it still the week 7 or 8. I know, dude, Caleb Williams should not be playing like a fucking rookie right now. He should not be playing like a rookie right now. He should be developing, even though he has a new coach. Yeah, I understand that. He has a new coach. I don't think this marriage between Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams is going to work out. Ben Johnson is more of a scheme guy, and Caleb Williams is more like I want to get this fucking done. I don't want to get sacked guy. This marriage is not going to work out at all, and we're in trouble if we don't win this game today. It starts with today.
I mean, but Ben came here because he wanted to work with Caleb, and they were all like, the love affair, spending all these times of phone calls and tape, and I mean, like I said, offensively, I'm willing to give it through the bye week, and watch how the offense gets better. But at the same point, it's like we need to use the tight ends more. I think Caleb has improved in a couple little areas, but like you said, still playing like a rookie in others.
Yep.
For me, the big news story out of the first 2 weeks was, where the hell is the defense?
I mean, it seemed like after the second half of the Minnesota game, when they came back, it's just like it's our defense just like stuck. It's just like last year after the Hail Mary against Washington, we lost like 9 in a row, 9 out of 10.
10 or 9. Well, 10 with that game, but yeah.
Right. So hopefully the loss, that comeback win with Minnesota against us week 1 doesn't fuck our season up. It seems like that one little thing messes up for Chicago that ruins their whole season. But their redemption's today. But it's going to be tough because Dallas has an offense.
They got to get after Dak today. The defense has got to get after Dak. We need to see pressure. I know. I'm wondering to see what Poles is going to do with cornerback and as far as free agents, because what's out there. And I get it. I get it. If there's not much out there, don't waste money just to sign a guy. I'm fine with that. But at the same time, I like that. We need, obviously, with a couple players now out long term.
Yeah.
We need to see something. And I'm not mad if Poles is like, look, man, the only guy we got out there came and covered a 2-year-old running a go route. Got it. I'm fine with you not spending money, making a move, but then say that. Give Bears fans, tell us, why are we not spending money? Why are we not going out like, look, if you have to treat us like kindergarten and say, guys, we don't have the money, literally, okay, fine. I get that. Even though we know you have the money because you restructured Jalen Johnson's contract to free up money. What's holding you back from going out and signing a veteran corner or signing some corner off someone's practice squad who showed promise and bringing them onto the roster and at least get them into the mix?
Well, especially me and Dan were talking about this Wednesday. The Bears need to, with Jalen Johnson out, Terrell Smith out for the year. Okay, yeah. So we have Nashawn Wright, which I'm not sold on him yet. Stevenson's getting burnt. He's getting penalties, whatever. I think Poles better wake up right now, not wait till the trade deadline, right now, and try to go out and get a cornerback to fill in for Jalen Johnson and to help Stevenson out because Gordon's out too. So
yeah, that's it right there. If Gordon wasn't out, I'm fine with Gordon and Stevenson. I think Stevenson
Look at this fucking guy. I'm going to go out and beat his ass. So I'm a lover, not a fighter. But go ahead, Ken. Go ahead.
No, I think like Stevenson, as long as he's got a guy like that complements him, he's a good corner. But by himself, where he's the focus, yeah, he doesn't look good because he's not that guy. He's a complement to your shutdown guy. He's really good at that, but he's not the guy yet. I mean, he's young, but he's not the guy yet. He will never be the guy like a Jalen Johnson type, but he'll always be a good corner if you've got another really good corner with them.
Right.
But that's the thing. If there's no one out there, Poles, I get it. Then say it. Hey, guys, there's just no one who fits us. Okay, I can understand that a little bit, but you're telling me that in all the practice squads and all the free agents that are out there, there's no one that you can at least bring in and work out, at least show us that you're doing something. I haven't even seen where the Bears have brought in so-and-so to work them out. I haven't even seen that.
Dude, I would just bring on Stephon Gilmore just for the hell of it. Try to show us that you're at least doing something. Right?
That's my only complaint on Poles right now. Everything else I'm kind of okay with. But must win the game today. The defense needs to show up. The defense they need to figure it out somehow, some way.
But I mean, Cowboys needed 5 quarters to beat the Giants last week. Dak had 361 yards. The Bears are going to be worried about. I'm telling you, Bears are going to be worried about CD and Pickens, and Ferguson's going to have a big game today because Dak does like to go to the tight ends when the other 2 receivers aren't open. So it's going to be our linebackers are going to get a workout today. So,
what's up, Yinzer? Good to see you, Jack Wagon.
Yeah, we're gonna get our predictions. It's hot. I'm losing weight. I don't want to lose weight.
But
You
then,
need to go drink some more water.
So what I'm going to say is today, I think the Bears are going to come out of their shell. I hope they do, and they're going to beat Green Bay 27-21. That's my prediction.
The Cowboys.
What Mike was going to say, but now he's going to say 27-24, and he's going to get Koo with the winning field goal.
27-23. 27-23 Bears.
Yeah.
Hey,
playing Green Bay. Wow.
Hey, Mike, did you do the prediction post on Chicago Bears News?
It's on Chicago Bears News.
And everybody has my address, so that's where the Devin Hester signed stuff is going to go. But thanks for letting us on, Ken. Hope your vacation was well. And I hope you want to go to Alaskan cruise, so go fuck yourself. Dan, I'll see you guys Wednesday. But, I'll try to get on the show this week. I leave Chicago Tuesday. Maybe I'll get in the show on the morning on Wednesday. But
hey, when you're out there, make sure you go get some Lou Malnati's and you get some Portillo's before you go back to Pennsylvania.
Actually, we're going to pretty soon. Tyson Bajan's dad's going to be here at the tailgate, so I can't wait to get that picture. And
there you go.
I got a little bit of a picture here for you. This guy wanted to show you his nipple. He's a Bears fan, though, but that's always good. I said 27-21. He said 27-23 Bears. Bear down. Those guys are from London. Let's do this. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one. Have fun, guys.
See ya.
Enjoy.
I almost wish we would have stayed in Chicago, man, for the game today, but I couldn't justify spending like $3,000 to go to a game today.
I thought it was funny when he said Green Bay. It's like,
yeah,
gee, I thought it was the Cowboys.
It's like, wait a minute, we're that far along in the season already? Crap.
You didn't miss that. I missed that much in the season already.
He said he was drinking water as he has a Stella bottle. Yeah, you're drinking water, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Want some barley and some hops in it, maybe. Some other predictions. Yinzer's got the Bears winning 24-17. Of course, Jonathan, being a good Vikings fan, has Dallas winning 35-31 in a shootout. Interesting, the dichotomy of those two picks right there. Look, at the Bears' defense is somewhat figured out. I mean, I don't have faith in Dallas's defense with Eberflus right now, especially after the Giants lit them up. And I think the Bears have a better offense overall than the Giants. But if it gets to a shootout, because the defense can't do anything, I could see Dak. Because Caleb hasn't had that Dak moment, that big quarterback moment, right? Dak has those moments. They're down, comes back with a minute left to win the game. Caleb hasn't really had that moment yet. He's had some close ones. The Minnesota game last year where he got us to overtime, but then they blew overtime. He's had some drives where he's put us down for a field goal, but he hasn't had that moment. And if it's a shootout, Dak's had plenty of those moments. I don't know. Does Caleb get his first moment in a shootout today? If we go with what Jonathan's saying, well, no. Yinzer, I love that, but that's assuming the defense is playing well. I think the Bears will put up more than 24 against this defense possibly, but I don't know, Dan. What do you think?
I can go with the Bears. Why not? They got to gel. Hopefully today they, come out and, at least look a heck of a lot better than last week.
I'd like to know. I wish we knew what the Cowboy fans were thinking today. Normally we try to have a Cowboys fan on. I didn't have one queued up for this morning. But like the Cowboys, they got to be. Their fan base has got to be kind of going a little nuts too, right? Because they trade Micah Parsons right before the season. They're 1-1 now. But let's face it, last week wasn't actually a huge ringing endorsement being against the Giants. Now, I wonder how they're feeling today. How confident are they in Eberflus's defense? How confident are they in this offense that they've got? Just how, I grant they're Dallas fans. They're kind of like Packer fans to a degree. They think their fourth stringers are all pros. Got it. But really, from their perspective, I wonder what the game looks like to them.
I've seen one Cowboys fan that's, we're going to totally, annihilate the Bears. And,
Well, I mean, there are Bears fans who are thinking we're going to annihilate the Cowboys. I want the actual, not the Homer fans. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys who are a little more realistic. I like to see what those guys are thinking, because honestly, like the Cowboys aren't really that bad of a team. I mean, they got rid of Micah Parsons, but they got a good guy in that trade. They got some great draft picks. Micah Parsons is good, but he's not the entire team. They still have a lot of pieces on that team, even without Micah. And Micah's impact, don't get me wrong. And right now, everyone's in Green Bay, oh my God, Micah this, Micah that. But really, I'm like, dude, it's kind of like when the Bears got Khalil Mack, and we saw Khalil Mack didn't make the whole defense. You had to have a lot of other stuff with Khalil Mack, right? And then Khalil Mack dropped off in Chicago. I'm just so Dallas's defense. It comes down to how good's Eberflus. Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying about your Dak moment there, John. I mean, if it's a shootout, can he rise to that occasion? And look, if he can, that's a great sign for Bears fans moving forward, right? Because that means the progression's happening. But when it comes to Dallas, like how confident is Dallas and Eberflus as their DC? Like what they've seen from this defense, the Giants put up a bunch of points on them or a bunch of yards. Parsons was hurt a lot. That's what I'm saying. For Dallas, like Green Bay, they're going to gush, and they should gush. He's a good player. They made a big move. You better gush for what you spent for him, like Bears fans did when we got Khalil Mack. Nothing wrong with what Green Bay fans are doing, saying, or any of that. But from the Cowboys' perspective, dude, Parsons wasn't a massive loss. I mean, yeah, he's a really good player and a big piece, but he's not. That didn't mean their season was over by any stretch of the imagination.
And so they got Clowney too.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the Bears do that, but yeah, that was a nice little pickup by them too. A good vet. I mean, that's the thing where the Bears need to do. Look they traded Parsons. They went out and started spending money, right? Did some extensions, got some guys. The Bears, we restructured Jalen Johnson's contract, and we've done nothing since then. Like, why did we restructure the deal? Well, in case people got hurt. All right, we got 2 corners out for the season. What are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing? And if Jalen goes to the IR for the season, I think that frees up money for the active cap, right? It doesn't – I know there's a weird – the way they do cap is weird, but if you lose Jalen for the season, don't they get like a percentage of it back to use this year, right? I mean, come on, Brian. What's going on, man? Why are we? I know you like the guys you got, but you've lost a couple of the guys you got, so you need to get new guys. Something. I don't know. Offensively, though, I like to see more of the tight ends, man.
Yeah, I want to see Komet. Definitely Loveland. I mean, we got
both. Yeah, get them both involved. Get them both involved. I mean, the injury bug has really hit us hard already. I'm not happy with that. What can you do? It's the injury bug. I think it's hit a lot of teams this year already. But they've got to go out and get some guys. Other teams are going out and getting guys. We're kind of sitting there. I mean, what's the plan, Ryan? I mean, granted, we got the bye week. Are you thinking, hey, this is a winnable game? Who do we got next week? Who's next week?
Raiders in Las Vegas.
So, yeah, maybe we're thinking, well, hey, if we can go, like I said, if we can get to 2-2 by the bye, we're actually okay. I think if the Bears can win today, and if the Bears can win next week against Vegas, the Bears are okay. The season's not lost by any stretch of the imagination. If we can be, I had us around being about 2-2, 3-1 or 2-2 anyways at the bye. All right, so if we can win these next 2 games and then go into the bye 2-2, the Bears are in a good spot. Because let's remember, the first couple of weeks is kind of like still preseason anyways. These guys don't play in the preseason. So what do you guys think? If the Bears are 2-2 going into the bye week, are they in a good spot?
And then coming out of the bye week, we got Washington on Monday night in Washington again.
Yeah. Which is kind of advantage Bears in that degree in some way, because we have a really long, good amount of time to prep that game. So I mean, if we can be 2-2 by the bye, I'm feeling pretty good about where the Bears are at. Now, if we lose today, the odds of making the playoffs are just abysmal. Abysmal.
Yeah.
But we could still win 8 games at that point still. I mean, today's a big game. We got to win today. We got to have a win today. So what do the Bears need to do to win today, Dan? What do you think?
Contain Dak and CD Lamb and that. And offense, then the offense has to start clicking, DeAndre Swift, I guess, is going to play in that. So more out of him. And that, and he said, more to, pass the ball to Colston and Cole Kmet.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Bears need to get the running game going today. Need to use the tight ends. The offensive line is my key, though. The offensive line needs to stop with getting all these penalties. I get it. You're a new unit. Thank God they're all healthy. But you've had all of training camp. This is now week 3. These procedural penalties need to stop. Daniels is not playing today.
No.
Wait, no, he's out. They're holding him out today. Which sucks for me because I have Scary Terry on my fantasy team. There needs to be, the Bears need to get more out of the offense on that piece. Yes, the offensive line needs to get better. I need to see a step there. Defensively, I need to see a defense get stops. I need to see pressures this week. I get it. Our cornerbacks, we have a situation there. It's not good. Our D-line is still good, healthy. They should be creating pressure with the guys we have in this D-line. The linebacking core, even without TJ Edwards, Sewell's okay. He's a more than adequate replacement. I need to see more out of the front 7 this week. The safety room I'm cool with. But the front 7, I got to see more out of it. I need to see this Bears defense get after it. That's a huge key for me today.
It does look like Diggs is going to play. They said he will practice Thursday and Friday, so.
Ugh.
But Bland is out.
Yeah, Brisker's in today. I'm just checking. Oh, wait. Oh, I might have to make a spot there. Yep, Cooper DeJean, get him in my lineup. Good thing I'm checking these things real quick. Swift is going to play, so that's good. Man, the injury bug is just ridiculous this week.
Yeah, three cornerbacks are out. Well, one definitely for the season, but still.
Yeah, some changes need to be made, my friend. We need to go sign some people. Yeah, that's not till week 6 though, Jonathan. I mean, Jane Daniels to me is not the game changer for Washington. And when we get to week 6, we'll talk about that then. But I mean, look, Daniels and Caleb are always going to be linked, right, because of the draft. But if the Bears can get to 2-2, there you go, bear down, Clark. If we can get to 2-2, I think we're okay. Going into bye 2-2, we're okay. I'm good with that. It sucks that we lost the first 2 weeks against division rivals, especially the way we lost week 1. Last week, from what I saw, what was the 21-14, right? And then the Tesla catch, They ruled him out of bounds when he wasn't, and that made it 28-14. Without that bad call, they go in the half 21-14. Who knows how different that game goes? How differently that game goes. But if we can get to 2-2, it's like weeks 1 and 2 didn't exist in my mind in a certain way. So
It could happen.
it starts today. The Bears need to win. We need to get Dak. Caleb, I would love to have Caleb show up today and have a big game and just overshadow Dak. And maybe that'll get some of this. I think it's a little unfair the way we treat him in the media, right? The way he gets treated by media and fans in some degrees is a little unfair. He's a good quarterback. He does a lot of good things, but we expect him to be Joe Burrow already. Joe Burrow wasn't Joe Burrow his first 2 or 3 seasons in the league. Like, it takes a time. Jaden Daniels he exceeded expectations last year and overachieved. I don't think Caleb needs, I think he's okay. Got to put Ben Johnson on notice. Is that what you're trying to say there, Clark? I mean, look, for Ben Johnson, it's the learning curve too, right?
Yeah.
We're figuring out if he's a good head coach or not, or was he just a good offense coordinator? Remember, this is the guy everyone wanted. There were some other veteran coaches out there we could have gotten who were like Pete Carroll. We could have hired him. He interviewed, but we were in love with Ben Johnson. The fan base was, ownership, management, everyone was in love with Ben Johnson. So yeah, Josh Allen took a while to become the guy in Buffalo. So you gotta give these quarterbacks a couple years, man. This is year 2. But this is where we find out, is he a good head coach or just a good offense coordinator? And honestly, to be honest, he was such a unanimous overall consensus pick to be head coach, right? Poles had almost no choice but to hire. I don't blame if he ends up being a bad head coach. I don't blame Poles necessarily. Every one of the brothers, sisters, cousins, uncle, relative, whatever, said Ben Johnson should be the head coach in Chicago. It's only been 2 games, right? But this is also we're starting to figure out, is he a good head coach? And we'll start to see more of that today. How is he learning from the errors and the mistakes that the team has made, that he has made over the first 2 games? That's what I'm saying. If we get to 2-2, we're good. I think we're fine. This team is loaded with talent. We're America's game of the week, so everyone's going to get to watch the Bears and the boys today. So, look, if Ben Johnson and the Bears do well today, I think we're in a good spot, Dan. If we get to 2-2, I think we're good.
As I said, I can see, I could see us winning this week and next week. I mean, against the Raiders too.
Yep. Which will make that Washington game, depending on how they do the next couple of weeks, really interesting. Look at this Bears team could still be a playoff team, could still make a good run if they can get it together. And that starts today. So in the comments too, let us know, like, Clark, what do you think about the offensive line? What have you noticed about that? The offensive line to me is a story that we're all missing. The defense is a big story, but the offensive line is still the story. They are still the story. Yes, Caleb is getting better protection. But the penalties, man, they killed us week 1. Yeah. They killed momentum. They killed drives. We got to stop with the offensive line penalties. That's a huge key today. God, yeah, Caleb Williams lost 12 of his last 13 games as a starter. God. It's hard. I get why people are so hard on when you see a stat like that. It's a team game, though, man.
Right.
Allen took time. Josh Allen took a couple years in Buffalo. Remember when Josh Allen first got to Buffalo? Like, they were like, oh, what's up with this bum? Now he's the most loved man in Buffalo. Right? I mean, quarterbacks, sometimes it takes a couple years, man. We can't expect them all to be hot right out the gate, man. Some of these guys, Josh Allen, if he were in Chicago, we would have given up on him. We really would have. The way our fan base is, we would have.
I don't know if you knew this stat, Ken, but first 2 games, you talk about penalties. Teams have been penalized 20 times in 2 games. 8 last game, like 50 yards. So 20 penalties for 177 yards.
So last week was a little bit better than, not as bad as week 1. So let's keep that improvement going, right? That's a positive sign. It's those little things that we don't necessarily key in on. We look at the score and go, oh my God. All right, but let's look at the things that are going wrong and see if there were improvements from week 1 to week 2. So in a way, there kind of was. The result didn't show it, obviously, but eventually, all these little things, as we fix them, it'll get there. If we can get a game today, let's say we can get down to maybe 2 offensive line penalties. That's probably a little more acceptable, and we can get a win. Okay, now we're going. It's not necessarily discipline, Jonathan. Well, my mouse is frozen. I can't. There we go. I don't know if it's discipline in Chicago with the line. It's a new offense. And these guys don't play in the preseason. They don't get the reps. So I don't think it's discipline's I hate when people say, oh, they're well disciplined. They don't get penalties. No, it's not that they're disciplined. Because when I think of discipline, I think of ruliness, unruliness, right? I don't think that's necessarily as much of the case. It's more of they're still learning. Now, here's the thing in the division. The Bears win today. If, let's say, the Lions lose to the Ravens, let's say the Vikings lose. Who are the Vikings playing today?
Cincinnati.
If somehow they lose to Cincinnati,
DeAndre is in for today.
I don't think that one's going to happen as much. But look at,
Diggs based on Diggs, Clowney is game time, and Trevon Diggs is game time.
Okay.
Will Fox is saying right now.
Look at if the Bears, what they win today, and the rest of the division lose, all of a sudden you got a 2-1 team and 3 1-2 teams. This division is still up in the air. So it's early, guys. There's only 2 games. If we can get to 2-2, I think we're good. We need to win today, Dan. We need to win big time.
Yes.
So the other guys gave their prediction where we waited a little bit more towards the end. What's your prediction for the game today?
I'm going 24-23 Bears. We'll win
How many consecutive losses at home do we have? Probably 6. Dan's probably looking that up. I'm gonna go 35-24 Bears. That's what I'm gonna go. 35-24 Bears. The defense is still gonna give up some points. I think they're gonna give up some points still, but I think we're gonna get some improvement, and I think part of it the Bears putting into some drives, we eat up some clock. So I'm hoping to see a couple things today. This is a big game. Big game. It's not the season, but it's close to it. This is as close to a must-win as you could probably have at this point in the season.
1, 2, 3.
But I would say that the losing streak's got to be like 6-7 games.
5, 6.
6? Yeah. So hopefully you break that today. Green Bay's got the Browns in Cleveland, their first road game. That should be an interesting game, but I don't see the Browns beating the Packers. Woody's coming in for the last minute.
27, 21, Bears. Fuck your team. Time. 27, 21, Chicago Bears today. Started a winning streak. We love you. I'll see you on Wednesday.
I was asking if we were still playing Green Bay today,
Yeah, we should have asked him, right? Sam has it 28-17 Bears. Yep, most current NFL is 6, so that's where we're at right now. So hopefully we can break that today, Jonathan. I'm hoping. Cam, good to see you out there. 5 from last year, 1 from this year. Cam, good to see you out there in the Valley of the Sun. I hope you're got a good Bears bar to watch the game. There are a lot of Bears fans in Arizona, by the way. A lot of that's because of the Cubs, because they spring train, so they become fans of all the Chicago teams. But there are a lot of Bears fans in Arizona. Cam being one of them. So enjoy the game today, brother. We need to get back out to Arizona, visit you again sometime soon. Or at least I'd like to. I don't know if that's in the plans. But yeah, I mean, Bears need to get the win today. It starts today, guys. If the Bears can win today, I think next week's a winnable game against the Raiders. And if we get to the bye 2-2, the whole season's in front of us. Same to you, Jonathan. Even though I hope your Vikings lose today, I kind of need your Vikings to lose a game today. It'd be nice if we had 3 teams at 1-2, and maybe I think the Packers are probably 3-0. Unfortunately, I don't see Cleveland beating them.
Cincinnati's got their backup playing today too, because
for
3 months at least.
Actually, I think this is a good game for the Vikings to rebound with Burrow not playing. That's gonna be a fun game. Is that an early game? What time is that game?
Both Packers and Vikings started
are early. Okay, so I'll be going between the both. Yeah, I mean that's what I've been saying, Cam. Clean up the offensive line penalties and the defense with Allen. Now we've heard so much about how he's a great coordinator and this is going to be a great defense. Okay, where is it? Today is also a good day for that defense to show up because you fired Eberflus, a defensive-minded head coach who had a really good defense, and we saw how good it was once we fired him last year, and the defense fell off the cliff. This would be a good game you need to beat them today. You need to beat them today for so many reasons. We even talk about that whole storyline of Flus coming back, but that's another reason why you have to win today. You can't let your former head coach come in with this new defense and beat you. You just can't. It's just not something you can allow. You've got to do it. So, yeah, big game today. I know some people won't be watching games today because what's going on out there in Arizona with the memorial for Charlie Kirk, who's also a big Bears fan. I know Wednesday I wasn't here after the news hit, so hopefully I think the Bears will pay him a moment of respect today before the game. Big Bears fan. So I'm sure there'll be something said about that too. It's going to be an interesting day today. The Bears need to win, though. I'm going to watch some of this Packers game here. I'll watch some of the Vikings game. I may just end up going to red zone instead of doing too much back and forth. But I'll look for a good day of football, Dan.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching between those games. They got it both on CBS and Fox.
Ooh, I might just go split screen. That's what I'll do. I'll go split screen. I'll be good like that. And don't forget the Bears are the Fox game of the week. Bears boys. Remember, put your predictions on Chicago Bears News. Winner gets some signed Devin Hester memorabilia. So says Mike, the Bear fan. I don't know how many beers he had in him at the time, but hey, maybe we'll get a win today. We should get a win today. Everyone enjoy the games. We'll kill this about a minute early. Get time to get it from that TV set. Get your pre-Bears game going. Enjoy the day of football. Happy to be back. Missed you guys. But I would say this in closing: if you've never been on an Alaska cruise, add it to the bucket list. Probably one of the best vacations we've taken in a long time. One of the best cruises we've ever taken. Definitely worth it. Worth it if you can get on one. You're not going to see much football, but it's worth the cruise. So everyone enjoy the games today. We'll see you on Ken and Ken in the morning. Tomorrow morning, we'll see you right back here for Halas Hard Report Wednesday night. Enjoy the game, everyone. Bear down.
Bear down.